Today we're taking a journey down the 5th Street Extended, driving into neighborhoods that make Southside Charlottesville the exciting place it is to live. We're going to cover who lives in these areas. We're going to talk about the amenities the different neighborhoods offer and the pros and cons of each neighborhood. Not every neighborhood is perfect for every person. If you're considering moving to Charlottesville, or just curious about that general area of Southside Charlottesville, then you're going to want to stick around. Come on, let's go. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I just went through and got my coffee. So the next thing I'm going to do is pick up Paul. Remember, he joined us at the other Southside Charlottesville video. Paul McCarter is a real estate agent, realtor here in Charlottesville with me. We've worked very closely together for, wow, I think it's over 10 years now. He lives in Southside part of Charlottesville. So it's like his backyard, his domain. He is the king of Southside of Charlottesville. So 5th Street Extended is actually a key corridor in southern Charlottesville. It connects the downtown with various suburban and rural neighborhoods. It's known for its convenient location and diverse community. Let's explore some of the prominent neighborhoods along this road. Everybody, welcome Paul. Okay, so I just picked up Paul. Say good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
And I got my coffee, so we are ready to roll. The first neighborhood that we're actually going to pop into, we are driving down 5th Street. So 5th Street Extended starts where, Paul?
When we hit the county line.
Literally within just a couple, like 20 yards.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn into Willoughby here. So Willoughby's interesting because we were talking about it earlier, and Paul was reminding me that Willoughby is actually half in and half out.
Correct. Like part of Willoughby is within the city, and part of Willoughby is within the county. So one thing that's, I guess, both unique and I guess in a way could be a little annoying depending on your aspect of it, is like if you have kids, the kid down the street might be going to a totally different school system than yours because your kid's in the county and, you know, the neighbor's kid is in the city. But it also, the reason it's that is because it has such nice proximity because it's right there on the line. So you can actually walk into downtown from Willoughby.
Yeah.
The sidewalks the entire way.
Yeah. I actually have a client. That's specifically why she wanted to buy here, because she did music and stuff and worked down at the downtown mall.
Willoughby also, a lot of people like it because definitely is what I would consider to be one of more affordable neighborhoods.
Absolutely. And the size-wise, these are not the McMansions that you see.
So this is the line. So right now, the official line. We're going into the county portion. That first part we were in was city.
Okay.
So yeah, so you're looking at houses in here that have yards, that have trees, that, you know, and you're going to be in most of them are going to be probably mid to high 4s. There are some townhouses in here though that can be less. Some of them have been updated. Some are still closer to original, so they have some potential to have some nice updates and stuff done to them.
Nice. So when I pulled up, because I actually did pull up, and in 2024, so in the first half of the year, there has actually been 5 homes sold, and there is nothing currently listed. That doesn't matter if it's county or the city. Most of the homes that were sold are between 1,200 square feet and just not even 2,100 square feet.
Yeah, they're not very big houses, which again is part of the reason that they stay affordable, because, you know, one of the best ways to have affordable housing is to make smaller houses.
Yeah, the prices actually, you know what, and this is this year. So even with a crazy seller's market, the sold prices actually have come in between $328,000.
Okay,
and the upper 400.
One thing, and this will be a plug to making sure you use a local real estate agent, is I had a listing in here and the an out-of-town agent was showing it and did not realize that my listing was in the city. And their client, for whatever reason, specifically did not want to be within the city limits, and they almost went under contract with my house, again thinking that it was in the county because part of it is. So this is one of those neighborhoods where you can very quickly be in a spot that you might not want to be if you have an agent who's not familiar with the area.
So Willoughby is a great combination of single family homes and townhomes. It also has super easy access to nearby schools, parks, and holy crap, it is right around the corner, walking distance between major shopping areas, one being 5th Street Station, and then all the different little smaller shopping centers around that area. So really, schlep factor is next to nothing. The residents that I've helped and move in and out of Willoughby, they talk about one of the bad things is the traffic on 5th Street Extended can be a bit of a hassle when it's rush hour traffic. It's also a really great area if you're looking to rent, because many of the homes I have seen come up for rent, most of them started about the low 2000s a month, low like 2200 a month, and I've seen them as high as the mid 3000s. So Willoughby, great option for you. I don't know, you're gonna have to give me a call. We're gonna have to find out if it's right for you when living in Charlottesville. Let's keep going. So we're heading on to the next, but look how close we are to all of these amenities. So 5th Street Station is, of course, one of my favorite shopping centers. It has Wegmans, Dick's Sporting Goods, it has theaters, restaurants, lots and lots of amenities. Then you also have Starbucks, pizza, hotels. So if you don't want your friends and family staying with you, again, no judgment. That's totally okay and fine, because look how convenient it is right there.
Cheaper to put your guests in a hotel than to buy an extra bedroom.
Okay, so now we are just continuing down. We are officially in 5th Street Extended.
Yep, we're crossing over 64 right now, which is where most of the neighborhoods are going to be. There's not a lot between the city limits and 64, besides Willoughby and a couple apartments.
And super, super convenient to if you are commuting and have this easy of access to 64, to get out to Richmond, to get over or down to Crozet or over in the valley.
You can get to the western side of Richmond, short pump. Probably, I'd say give yourself an hour, but if you hit good traffic flow and if your foot's a little heavy, yeah, you can get there in 45, 50 minutes.
Nice. Okay, so we are driving along, but wasn't Willoughby cool? This again is why you need to reach out to me, because you would never know about these sweet little neighborhoods that are tucked. And like Paul was saying, if you work with the computer is not going to remind you if you're living in the city or in the county. And if that matters with where you live, with what schools you attend, then that's something you definitely want to remember to do. So you need to reach out to me. Okay, so now we're heading into where, Paul?
So the first one we're going to go, so right here, to the right is Sunset Overlook, and to the left is Oak Hill Farm. So we're going to go to Sunset Overlook first.
Fabulous.
And then catch Oak Hill Farm on the way back. So Sunset Overlook it's a small neighborhood.
Yeah, very small footprint.
Has just a few townhouses and just a few detached houses. I have a client that lives in this neighborhood. They love it.
Yeah.
It's small, so they a lot of them know each other.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so it's a fairly small footprint. It does have attached and detached, mostly built in 2018 and 2019. This year, even though it's such a small footprint, 5 have already sold, and there's absolutely not a one currently active. And the prices, you want to guess?
Okay, so townhouses, I would say low 4s, and detached, some of them are big, so some of them can probably get up into 5s.
So close. You got 50% though. Okay. So the range actually for sold, now again, these are sold, 420. So you said low 4s.
Okay.
And for the detached, the highest price so far has been $625. So you were pretty close. Next up, popular neighborhood with a mix of single-family homes and townhomes and community amenities. You do not want to miss this. So, welcome to Redfields. This sought-after community this year alone, and it's about, halfway through the year, has had 26 homes sold so far. Now, it is a large neighborhood. Just so you have an idea, one is currently active and it is $425,000 and just shy of 2,000 square feet. So let's take a look at everything you get with all the amenities and how beautiful it is. Paul, we are in Redfields, and the reason we're out and taking a walk around is because this, you were just saying, this is one of the only communities
On the 5th Street extended side of the south side of town, which is what we're focusing on.
right.
Redfields is the only traditional neighborhood that has a pool and real amenities.
Yeah.
Anything else that has amenities over on this side of town is going to be condos.
So Redfields features a lot of amenities, including a community pool. As you can see, it features a play area, but it has so many different amenities, which is nice because, again, it's all within your neighborhood.
The nice walking trail also.
Yes, absolutely nice walking trail. You're getting ready to head up by the pool. It is a favorite among families and retirees because, like you were saying, it's, you've got smaller footprint yards available.
Yep, you can. There's a variety of HOA options. Cheapest HOA that covers the pool and all that is obviously like $50, and then some of the townhomes and villas have lawn care included and other amenities like that, so the HOA is a little bit higher.
Yeah, so when I pulled it up, we were talking about it. The HOAs actually range from $50 a month up to $270 a month. But it includes clubhouse, pool, play areas, walk, run trails, all of that.
And the more expensive HOAs, that's where you get your lawn care and possibly some exterior maintenance like the roof.
Gotcha. All right, don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss where we're going next. Come on, let's go. So was that not a phenomenal neighborhood of Redfields? This is why you need to reach out so that you know about these little nooks and crannies of heaven so close to the city of Charlottesville. All right, stay close. We're on to the next one. Wow, seeing all of that in Redfields was amazing. But here's an option as well, Paul. I know you know, there are multiple, this is a really congested area for condos. So currently the condos in this area, Eagles Landing, very UVA oriented. We see them come up quite often. It's one of those where you can either that you can actually rent out room by room, and they will do that. They will actually manage it for you. Villas at South Ridge and also Woodlands. These are all the condos, but we'll go into that more so later. All right, so we've just pulled into where, Paul?
This is Oak Hill Farm.
Oak Hill Farms. Look at this view. Isn't this pretty? I mean, the beautiful landscaping.
Built by Craig Builders and Stanley Martin in here, so there's a mixture of the two. Beautiful location.
Yeah, look
nice
at these
neighborhood.
views.
No amenities.
No.
You do have some people that walk through a path.
So really peaceful neighborhood.
Very peaceful, very quiet.
I mean, this is park-esque. Look at these. Okay, so variety of residents here. A lot of retirees, a lot of families. As we can see, there's lots of play areas and backyards. These are substantial sized lots.
Yeah, compared to a lot of the newer construction, the lots are big.
So real suburban kind of feel here.
Yep, you've got your sidewalks, and everywhere you look, you've got a mountain view.
Yeah, that's nice.
Prices in here, there haven't been a lot that have come on the market.
Yeah. Large
but
lots.
You're talking about, and the 9s and just over $1 million for some of the recent sales.
Nice. So it's the large lots, sense of privacy, countryside living, but still just so close to the city. Okay, come on. We're going on to the next one. Let's go. So that is a prime example why you need to reach out to me. Shoot me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. Paul and I both live here. We both work here, and we have for many, many years. I've grown up here. Paul's a transplant, so we definitely will have you totally covered. And but the first thing is you got to reach out. Just pulled into Mosby Mountain, and we're taking a drive around so that you can see. And Paul was saying that it reminded him of some of the other. Who are the builders in here?
So Craig built a bunch in here. I'm not sure. I don't think they built everything. I think some of the other builders that are in here are no longer in business.
Ah, gotcha.
Because the neighborhood's been around for a little while.
But on the building side of things for Charlottesville, it does fall on the newer, just not like in the past 10 years.
No, yeah, this is, I would say Mosby Mountain, the houses are at the point where most people feel like they need to be updated.
Yeah, I agree. So let's look at some of the houses for Mosby Mountain. The scenic views here in general are outstanding. Good quality builds. Most of these are going to be quality builders. These were not the quantity builders.
No, these were definitely not built cheap.
It's definitely known for a mixture. Who lives here? Who would you say lives here?
A lot of people from the university. There's, you'll get people from the hospital, obviously. Some people that, probably predominantly there. You'll get some people from like Rock-A-Bana Station.
It's okay.
Yeah. So you'll get, and then we're close to downtown. So you also get some people that are connected to the downtown area. Either there's some financial offices down there, lawyer offices, stuff of that nature.
Yeah. So I have a client who lives out here, and that's specifically why he wanted to live out here, was because it was within like 3 miles of the downtown mall where his business office is located.
Yeah, so a pretty decent community. I've got friends who live here. People enjoy it. The streets are quiet, so there's no sidewalks.
This was there's no sidewalks.
Yep, built before the county required sidewalks to be built everywhere. The downfalls of the neighborhood, if I had to say any, the lots are larger, but there's a lot of, it's Mosby Mountain.
Yeah.
It's pretty much built on the side of a mountain. So the lots have a lot of slopes to them.
True.
So if you were to look out like to the right of the car, it slopes way up. And if you look to the left of the car, it slopes way down. One of those to where like if you want to be able to kick a soccer ball in the backyard, you won't do that in a lot of these yards. But some of them are tiered off so that you still can. But you do have like some mature trees. You have space. The houses are very good size. The layouts of the houses are a little bit older, so sometimes people will complain that maybe the kitchens are a little, but overall, people really like this neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the positives, like we were mentioning, include stunning views, in general, more modern homes than you see in a lot of Charlottesville, built from starting in around 2005. 2005 and 2006 were the huge building pushes for this Mosby Mountain area, and it continued on. So there is newer construction, but in general, HOA is about $1,200 a year. And do you know what it includes, Paul? Do you remember?
Trash and private roads.
Trash and cable.
Oh, wait, does this include ting?
I don't think it includes ting. It actually was listed as cable.
Interesting.
I know, right? But I do love a lot of these designs. I know a lot are very standby, but I do love the incorporation of a lot of the stone. But look at that view. Holy manoli. All right, we're moving on. Let's go. Okay, so our next one that we're cruising to right now is just down the street. And this is called Whittington. Okay, so Paul, Whittington is more, there are no amenities.
There's no amenities. The biggest thing that Whittington uses as his claim to fame is everything's at least a 1 acre lot.
Yes.
So that's a rarity, especially with our new construction.
True.
Around here, is that you've got a bunch of space. So in a way, you don't necessarily need the amenities. You don't need the playground because you have an acre. So you have more than enough space that if you want a playground, you can build yourself a playground. This house, or this neighborhood, even though it's off of Old Lynchburg Road, the reason it's considered to be part of like Southside and 5th Street Extended is because it still goes to Mountain View Elementary School, which is kind of the south side of town.
Yeah.
When you think of south side of town, it's the area that goes like Mountain View Elementary, goes to Monticello High School, all of that. So that's why it's still considered to be part of South Side. And also you're talking about maybe being not even a quarter mile up from like Mosby Mountain.
No,
so from all living purposes, it's the south side of town.
Yeah.
But if you do go past this at all, you get very rural very fast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with this neighborhood in particular, very large lots, very large homes. So currently 7 have sold in 2024. Anyone want to guess about the range, Paul? The size of them? The price, the size.
A big variety in price, but I would be surprised if anything was less than $1 million. And I would say,
no, for square footage. What do you think?
Oh, how the square footage?
Yeah. Look at those views. Holy moly.
5,000, 6,000 square feet.
You, my friend, I'm gonna have to reward because the range of houses that have sold in so far this year have ranged in size from 4,900 square feet.
We'll round that to 5.
Exact. No, we're going to say 49, up to 6,400 square feet. Most of these are 5, 6, and 7 bedroom homes with how many bathrooms, Paul?
At least 1 bathroom per bedroom.
So with at least 5 to 6 bathrooms. But I guess you're going to pay when you have a backyard like that. Look at how beautiful and amazing. The lot sizes, like Paul was saying, are generous. Just shy of an acre, up to about 2 acres. So I think the smallest one I saw here was like 0.90. So literally just shy of an acre.
Yeah, because when they were marketing the neighborhood, 1 acre lots was their big marketing pitch. About the only amenity in here, there is some like walking trails.
Yep, there's one right there.
You can see right there. So I mean, you do have some of that, but that's really that's about all you have. And like I said, price ranges. So price range $1 million
for the ones that
all the way up to
this
2?
year?
$1 million all the way up to 2.
No, it's actually a smaller. So it's about just over 1.1 to 1.5.
Wow, it doesn't go as high as I thought it did.
And currently there is only one for sale, and it was just listed, and it is listed at 1.5 million. But again, look at this. Your backyard is a mountain. Your front yard is a view. These are stunning and gorgeous. The current one that is active, we're not driving by it or anything. The current one that is active is actually 6,200 square feet. And like I said, it's listed at 1.5 million. No real amenities, but there is a very active HOA, and that HOA is going to run you, guesses?
$100 a month.
Just over $1,500 a year. So just over $100 a month. All right, let's see what else we're on. So Paul, where are we now?
So this is the neighborhood called Southwood.
And we know this probably because we've seen it on a couple of my videos.
Yep.
But it is noted for what?
So Southwood is a project that is actually being watched throughout the count or throughout the nation.
Yeah.
It is a huge redevelopment project to where this was a trailer park that Habitat for Humanity bought the trailer park and they are redeveloping it with the purpose of not, and of course, but the other thing that goes with it is they have certain builders coming in and doing what's called market rate housing. So in this case, Southern Development and Atlantic Builders are here and they're building the same exact product that they would build in any other neighborhood. The concept and the theory behind it is that a mixed income community, the lower income, as opposed to just building a whole, low income neighborhood, which you would think of with like a Habitat for Humanity. Instead, they have a mixed income, mixed levels of socioeconomic status, I guess.
Yeah, so definitely
word.
A diverse group of residents.
Yep.
A very affordable. This was actually one of the ones that hit on my most affordable options in the area. Significant redevelopment going on here. This is going to be 15 years, I think.
But the way they're doing it is really smart in the aspect that they're doing it in big blocks.
Yeah.
So the people who are buying right now, I have some clients building in here right now. When this street's done, they're not going to be living in a construction zone for the next 15 years.
Yes.
They're doing like they'll clear a block. They temporarily relocate the residents from one area.
Yeah.
Then they remove those trailers.
Yeah.
They separate up the lots. They do the infrastructure, the new streets. They build houses in that section. When that's done, then they do another section. And so that makes it so you can feel more comfortable. Because sometimes you tell people, oh, this project's going to be 15 years. And that scares them because you don't want to have to worry about getting nails in your tire from the new construction for the next 15 years.
Well, the other thing, this is also based on a sustainable building model, so that it's really incorporating the green space. It's incorporating, so this is a whole sustainable design. So really utilizing everything, space, green space, really pushing for community, because that was the big fear.
Yes, the neighborhood is going, when it's finished, so there's already a Boys and Girls Club in the neighborhood, but there's going to be a brand new one built. There's going to be soccer fields, playgrounds. You can see over here where we already are, a community area that's got this kind of like, in a way you could kind of call it an outside indoor soccer field.
Oh yeah.
So it's a soccer field that can be done in a small area like this, the playground. And another thing they're going to have is they're going to have some commercial space in here, including some little restaurants, which some of the current residents do restaurants outside of their current
that
homes.
would be awesome.
And some of them are going to be able to open up storefronts.
Nice. So this is a really nice community area. I mean, this is just like, I think that's a big part of what I like about this, is that they really wanting to capture that community aspect with it.
Yeah, the residents of Southwood, this has already been going on for years, the planning.
Yeah.
They actually got a committee of residents that helped do the design of the whole thing.
I did know that.
And they looked at the things that they felt were the most important to them, such as having like a soccer field like this.
This is awesome.
I think they're gonna, when it's all done, I think they're gonna have a full-size soccer field in somewhere in the neighborhood.
A lot of nice amenities to encourage that community feel. But like you were saying, I really do love and appreciate, as a homeowner, the fact that you're not living in a construction zone. Because like this is totally finished. So the kids can come here, the adults can come here, you got your picnic areas, and the chaos is outside the scope.
Well, that's nice. And one of the other things that I really like is, we talked about that there's a bunch of nonprofits involved in here, including like Habitat, but you can't look and tell one house from the other.
True.
So
very true.
They're mixed. It's all mixed in together. So it's not like you're sitting here and you're like, oh, in this development, this is the Habitat section, or or this is the whatever section. Like, it is all mixed in. The ARB, the Architectural Review Board for the neighborhood, and the builders have worked really good to make sure everything just is cohesive. Even though you have different builders and different organizations, different style houses, they all go together, so it feels like one community.
All right, so with the walking paths that are all intermingled and intertwined here, besides being walkable, it has access and will have access to public transportation, right?
Yes, right in the neighborhood, there'll be a bus stop in the neighborhood to be able to get you, and then you'll connect to what's called the CAT system, Charlottesville Albemarle Transit. So they'll be able, from this neighborhood, to get into downtown, get to shopping, and also get, obviously, the UVA where a lot of people work. A lot of them are new construction.
A lot of them are going to be new construction. They go from $415,000 townhome. And you can see we're seeing both townhomes. And then they go all the way up. And the townhomes are good size.
Yeah.
They're just shy of 2,000 square feet.
Yep, you're looking at most of them have your traditional garage and like a rec room or another bedroom on the bottom level, and then 3 bedrooms on the 3rd level.
And then going up to detached housing, like right in front of us, the current ones that are on the market are running just in the low, well, actually mid, $650.
Yep.
$650.
Now, one thing to know about these detached compared to detached in a lot of other neighborhoods, none of the detached houses have garages.
Oh, that's right. So that is a big difference.
If you do want a garage, you're going to look into one of the attached townhouse floor plans.
Well, there you have it. A tour of the neighborhoods of 5th Street Extended in the southern part of Charlottesville, Virginia. Each one of these communities offers something unique, from the affordable housing of Southwood to the scenic views of Mosby Mountain. Whether you're looking for convenience, community amenities, or peaceful retreat, Southside Charlottesville has a neighborhood that is perfect for you. This is why you need to reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, drop me an email. Let's talk about living in Charlottesville. If you have enjoyed today, I would love to have your thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Living in Charlottesville. I don't want you to miss anything learning about the insights of living in this wonderful area. If you have any questions or suggestions, I encourage you to leave them below. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.